Once upon a time, there was a world full of laughter. Then a virus hit, and the whole thing was a disaster. But we got a show to let you know it's alright. It's alright. Even though it's only once a week, we guarantee you a front row seat at the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show once a week.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show. My name is Dave Juskow. We come to you every Tuesday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on this day to remind you that the Comedy Cellar is open for business in both of its locations, in New York City and in the Mark Cohen land of Las Vegas. Just remember that if you do come to the Comedy Cellar in either of those locations, you must be vaccinated. Most important thing. And if you have a problem with that, we don't want you at the club anyway. So that's the important thing. But comedy is back and it's live, and we have a great show for you tonight. So let's get with the prepared material. All right. The Olympics begin this Friday, and in the Olympic Village, the beds are reportedly made of cardboard to prevent athletes from having sex on them. Anyone who thinks sex on cardboard is impossible obviously hasn't been to Penn Station after 10 p.m. A man who beat his wife to death on an anniversary cruise was found dead in his prison cell this week. Some would say the man was killed by the vengeful ghost of his dead wife. But how could a female ghost get into a man's prison? It's odd. And finally, in Massachusetts, a driver trying to dodge a squirrel crashed into a house that was once owned by Abraham Lincoln's great-grandfather. I'll tell you, boy, that family really can't catch a break. It's Lincoln joke. Too soon, Jeff? All right, let me introduce my guest this evening. He is the co-host of one of the best comedy specials on Netflix called Bumping Mics, and you can finally see him and Dave Attell live as the Bumping Mics continues its victory tour this August, kicking off at the Genesee Theater in Waukesha. I can't pronounce anything out of it. Well, Esther would know. She's from, what is it? Waukegan, Illinois. Only Esther would know because she is from the Chicago area. I don't understand anything out of Jersey, but that will be Friday, August 6th. He is the Roastmaster General. Please say hello to Jeff Ross, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Great to see you.
She has appeared on Family Guy and the Jim Gaffigan Show. You can see her live tomorrow at the Dubliner Irish Pub in Boca Raton and Saturday at the Villain Theater in beautiful Miami Beach, Florida. Please welcome the lovely Esther Ku. Hello, Esther.
Hi, Dave Juskow. How are you?
I am good. Thank you for joining us today. Colin is not with us today. He is doing a gig in Tampa, which happens many times with musicians. He's kind of in your neighborhood, but really not at all, because as I found going to Tampa is not like Miami Beach in any way, shape, or form. But Colin, as you know, he has his music out on iTunes and all the social media accounts, and he performs every Monday night at the Olive Tree upstairs from the Comedy Cellar, and that's always a really good time. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for coming. Next week is our last show for this particular format, or whatever you call it. I know everybody's disappointed.
I almost got out of it.
Yep. Well, you know, the only problem is doing it live. I mean, now, you know, it came out of COVID, obviously, but everybody's doing stuff mostly at 7 o'clock on a Tuesday at this point. Obviously, it's probably easier to just get people from LA from this moment, because then it's only 4 o'clock. But I don't know. We're just taking a break, and then in September, Colin and I were talking. I mean, we like doing the show. We like having the live music, and it's fun to talk to my friends because I never leave the house very much.
But how much longer are you going to force people to Zoom with you, Juskow?
No, another week, and then another year. Well, we've been doing it steadily, right, Mike, the producer who's with us all this time? We've been doing it steadily since September 1st of 2020 all the way until, so we've been doing it steadily every Tuesday for a year, never missed one. Just need a little break.
Before that, it was every night.
Oh, right. The Comedy Cellar Nightly Show was every night, right. During massive COVID, they had it on every night. And then I said, this is the worst show I've ever seen. Let's just make it once a week. It'll be better. Thank you. Don't tell Robert Kelly I said that. But I'm glad you guys are getting out. I'm so glad Bumping Mics is starting again. It's about
Well, we're
time.
going to do those 2 dates, and then maybe we'll do more down the road. But those are 2 makeup dates from before the pandemic.
That's in Illinois and Indiana, right?
Iowa, I think, isn't it?
Iowa. I again get all that Midwest stuff mixed
We got
up.
2 dates. I'll also be in South Florida in August, and Palm Springs, and some other places. If you go to roastmastergeneral.com, you can see where I'm going to be. And
Can't go down there. That's Esther's turf.
That's where Esther and I hang.
Is that right? That's yeah. I saw you guys together, I guess, on Instagram. I just assumed she was in California.
Well, we've hung in Florida is what I'm saying. But yes, we hung out, I guess it was a couple weeks ago at my house. Esther's a lot of fun to hang with.
She is fun.
I brought firecracker bombers to your house.
Yeah.
You
Sorry,
eat 'em all?
I'm eating a piece of taffy right now.
Nobody respects your show, Juskow.
Oh, I know that. Rachel's made that quite clear on multiple occasions. But
What'd she say?
what is she just says how much the show sucks.
Aw.
What is a firecracker bomb? Is it a drink or is it an actual firecracker?
It's the red, white, and blue popsicle.
I thought those were called bomb pops.
Are they?
Well, that's what we used to call them back in the 70s, before you were born. Before a kid like you was born. Oh, we get to see a little video of Jeff's house. These are my favorite things. Oh, those are the little ones.
Thanks,
Those aren't the ones you get out of the Good Humor truck.
Esther bought a whole bunch over.
Oh, they look delicious, though. Oh, I wish I had that right now.
Mm.
Yeah, because I was, I was showing the last couple of weeks. I was lighting off a bunch of fireworks on July 4th because I went to the fireworks store. And Jeff, I know you're from Jersey. We were talking. Me and Greg Fitzsimmons were talking about how, we used to have to go to the Chinatown, the guy in the car, in the trunk of the car, and get all the fireworks.
Yeah, that was so funny,
right? And all the racist names that those fireworks used to be called. Which, when you go to the store now and you tell a 17-year-old kid that, they're like, "Excuse me." Sorry, it must be called something different now. Fireworks got woke.
I don't remember the old names, but that's...
You remember, but you're too polite.
I used to think the racial slur for Polish people was what Polish people are called.
What's that?
Polacks.
I always thought that was racist too. Is that what their actual?
That's like their racial slur. But growing up in Chicago with a bunch of Polish people, that's just what everybody called them.
Well, I always remember, I knew plenty of guys, I'm sure, Jeff, you did too, in Jersey, that really thought "I Jewed him down" the other day was an actual term that was not, anti-Semitic in any way. They're
If
like,
you get a good deal, it's a compliment, right?
Right. But they would say it to your face, like, "Yeah, I saw this guy, totally Jewed him down, got me a great deal." And they weren't even saying it to be mean or rude. They thought that was the term.
Like Indian giver.
Right.
Or like jaywalking is offensive.
How is that offensive?
I don't know. It comes from like a derogatory racial slur, Jay something.
Really? Or
Yeah.
are you just making that up?
No, it's true. You could look it up.
Oh, I thought maybe it had to do with the that horrible Jay Leno bit that he used to do on the Tonight Show.
Look at your fancy graphics.
Well, I've been trying real hard for a long time, so that's the best I can do. There's a little video that goes by.
How's the club doing? I miss it. What's it like there now?
Well,
you have to be vaccinated to perform.
I don't know. I don't even know whether they check the performers, but the audience definitely has. So I'm sure most of the performers are vaccinated. So I don't think that's an issue. But
they're not.
They're not?
No.
Oh, that's kind of awkward. Then feels like they should be checking everybody. But
no, I mean, no, not all the performers are vaccinated.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised that's the case. I mean, I don't know any performers that aren't vaccinated. None of my friends.
I do. I think we should publicly shame them.
I agree 100%. It is, there's some problems. There's members of my family that are not vaccinated, which is a little disconcerting a little bit. But I heard something the other day, getting serious for a second. I got a friend who's like 25, and she said she didn't want to get the vaccination because she was worried about getting pregnant, which I hadn't heard of before, but maybe that's the thing too.
I have a friend doing that too. She's not getting vaccinated because she wants to have a baby.
Yeah. So I guess, but I mean, at least that seems like a.
But if you get COVID, that's going to be harder on your reproductive parts than anything else. It's tricky.
My cleaning lady got COVID twice, and she was pregnant. She lived in the Bronx, and I think nobody got any. Nobody. Nobody went away. They all were still living there. Nobody left where she was living, and the whole building caught COVID. She got it twice. She had a baby during COVID. Then the baby caught COVID, but everybody's
Really?
okay now. Yeah, it's weird.
The baby caught COVID.
Yeah, I mean, the baby got sick. I don't know whether it was COVID or whatever.
It's a little baby COVID.
But
A little baby mask. Oh, that's so
but the
cute.
baby's okay now. But I know 3 people who, Rachel Feinstein had a baby in COVID. Our friend Sophia had a baby in COVID. And my cleaning lady had a baby in COVID. Like, everybody had these COVID babies. I don't know what happened in November of last year, but
A lot of fucking.
heck of a
2 of my
Thanksgiving.
friends had them too.
That what?
2 of my friends had COVID babies. 3.
Isn't that interesting?
It is cool to have a baby during 2020 because that's the turn of on any 0 year. It's like easy to calculate your birthday.
That's
Your
a good
age.
point too. Yeah, I have no idea how old I am. So let's just continue the show. All right, I'm going to share my screen and then we'll move on to these action photos, if you will. I assume you can all see what we're looking at. These are the news of the day. This is in Havana, Cuba. They are protesting there. They are turning over cars. It's a dump there, as you can see. But I like this photo because this guy that's about to throw rocks is checking his texts first, which is why I like it. If you look over here,
That's pretty
he's like,
funny.
he's like, no, I'm going to throw those rocks in a second. Let me check my text.
So they do have Wi-Fi.
Exactly. What are they
Dun,
complaining
dun,
about?
dun! What are there, Cuban Jews out there?
And look, they even have stoplights. I don't know what they're complaining about. Looks delightful over there.
Well, that light is permanently red.
Oh, that's right. That's probably true. This is that statue of Robert E. Lee they're taking down in Charlottesville, Virginia. It is Virginia, right?
Yeah.
Who knows?
And they're taking this statue down, and it really makes me upset. I love Robert E. Lee.
I got a great deal on it. It's in my backyard.
Well, I always liked Robert E. Lee. I didn't know anything about him, so I understand. But it was because I didn't realize this car was named after him, so I worshipped Robert E. Lee. I just thought it was the coolest thing. Now
That's
you can't.
crazy that there was a show like that.
So crazy. I mean, not only do these guys look like they've never seen a black person before, but they definitely look like they don't care for Jews either. Everything about this photo doesn't look good for America. And now they had to, and it's funny because this car's not the same without that Confederate flag on it, but they had to take it off. I don't even think you can look at this car anymore. This was my favorite show growing up.
What show is this?
The Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh.
It was so stupid, but it was made for kids my age.
Oh.
You know? Jeff, you're friends with Megan Thee Stallion, are you not?
Yeah, very good friend.
Yeah, she was at. I met her through you. She was.
I knew her when she was Megan Two Stallion.
Yeah, she's really talented, a very lovely person. I got to meet her, and I was very excited about that.
I heard she cooks a lot. Megan the Scallion.
That's
Megan-
awful, Lester.
Too many scallions.
Well, she got the cover of Sports Illustrated, which is fine. She's the first rapper to ever be on the cover of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, the legendary swimsuit issue. However, last week, we were talking about this lady. Do you know who this is? Maggie Rollins? And you know who she is? Well, I thought for sure she was going to get the cover. She's certainly pretty enough because she
Lost half her swimsuit at the Hard Rock?
No, she during COVID flew to Queens and volunteered. She's a registered nurse to help people during COVID. And it's just funny because I mean, look, this also provides enjoyment for people during COVID, but it's I was surprised that you would think this would be the answer. I mean, they both look good, but it's just kind of funny.
She's a hero.
Well, so is she. Look how happy these people are. Look how happy she makes people. That's a hero too. Those people were happy. This is just in Vegas last week.
Huh.
I mean, those people are happy to be out, and it looks like she is putting on a show. She's sexy, and I like her music. This is the winner of the Wimbledon. She's the first Australian to win in 41 years. Her name is Ashley Barty. So, Jeff, where do you think I'm going with this?
I don't know.
You're the only one that would know.
Say it again.
Her name is Ashley Barty.
Ashley Barty.
Who do I think her father and manager might be?
Bill Barty?
You got that right. I knew you would know. The roast master knows all. I was hoping that gag was only for Jeff Ross. Have you seen these three girls?
No, who are they?
They are three girls. They have been in the news for the last 3 days that apparently found out they were dating the same guy in Idaho. They're like 18, 19. And all three of them were dating the same guy. They found out randomly through text, met online, were Facebooking, and the guy came to the house and he's like, look who I'm talking to. And they all met. And then they found out this guy was dating 6 other women as well, or 3 other women. He was dating 6 in total. And they bought this bus and fixed it up. And they're like traveling the country in it and having a good time, you know?
Wow.
They didn't know each other before?
No, they only met over this one, you know.
How did he have time to do that? How does that work?
Well, he must have been 19. That's when you have time, I guess, to do that. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but I did a deep dive on trying to get a picture of this guy. Obviously, the story for me and everybody, I think, and they've been on the news and they've been all over because it's a fun story. But you know, you want to see the guy. This girl in the middle thought she was going to marry him. So he's a scam artist at the ripe age of 19, 20.
Wait, what's your prediction for what he looks like? Do you have a picture?
It's Mike Fischetti. No, I don't have that. This is who I thought he looked like because these are Mike's type of girls. So it does add up. It's his type, but no.
I thought Mike's type of girls are alive.
Well done.
So
yeah, no.
Him?
That what?
Are these the victims here and with him, with this guy, with Bichetti? Just
no, those are the girls that used to be on the Artie Lang show. They were twins from The Amazing Race.
Oh, okay.
Very nice girls.
They're missing now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, nobody's seen them in 5-6 years, but
an Amber Blonde alert.
The Kavanaugh twins, they were all right, but the way Mike's looking at him is the best part of the picture. But I swear, I'm dying to find. I really want to do some investigative journalism. I don't know anyone who doesn't want to see a picture of this guy. But did you guys see Jeff Bezos go to space yesterday?
I watched it today.
I saw him come.
Wait, was it today?
Yeah.
It was this morning?
Yeah.
You must have taken a nap.
Space travel happens early, Juskow, before we wake up.
Oh, okay. Right.
No one's like, hey, let's take off around 5 p.m. We have the whole day at Cape Canaveral to hang out, and then we'll go.
That's the way we would think. Well, this is the best. I watched it later.
Maybe they went early so they could be back in time to watch the nightly show.
Wouldn't that be funny if that's what he was saying inside that capsule?
Why are they knocking on Attell's door? I don't understand.
I'm kind of waiting because I know you have more, but
not yet.
Well, I loved this. This is a video, and they're waiting for them to come out of the capsule. And this is the lady who was doing, I saw this and the Branson one, and the women they had commenting were very dull and boring. But this is when this girl has nothing left in her arsenal waiting for this to happen. She's obviously not a comic. And this is what happens. This is, by the way, the Asian person is the architect of the capsule. So this is what happens.
No wonder it's so tiny.
Jimmy!
Gary.
She's going to make a move on him. Gary, I've always loved you.
The architect of New Shepard. Congratulations to you, man.
Congratulations.
Give me a
to
hug.
you.
This is just... Ugh. What a day.
I like that because I really thought she was going to kiss him when I first saw it. I'm like, oh my God, this just got way awesome than those guys going to space.
Yeah, he didn't know what was happening.
No, he had no idea. He's not a fun guy. I feel
That's the
bad.
first time he's touched a girl.
I know. This is the running of the goats that they have at Riverside Park here on the Upper West Side in Manhattan. They bring in all these goats to eat like bad stuff that's on the trees and leaves that they want to get rid of, like that has bacteria that kills other plants and stuff. They even eat poison ivy, which doesn't affect them the way it affects us. So they bring in all these goats, and then they leave. I think either 4 or 1 gets to stay for like the whole rest of the summer, and they have a vote that you can go if you go to the Riverside Park Conservatory site. You can vote on which of these goats gets to stay, and they call them the GOAT, the best goat of all time, which is kind of cute. But these are the actual names, and if you go on the site, they have, that these people, like, I'm voting for Skittles because his favorite show is Seinfeld. So it says it on the site. I didn't make these up. And I like these. Malamar's favorite celebrity crush, Natalie Portman.
Oh,
I don't know why I find this funny. I love animal stuff.
I didn't know Natalie Portman was into bestiality.
Well, I think the goat is. I don't know whether she is. He's just saying that's his crush. But yeah, this is a real thing, and it's kind of a cool, I don't know. It's a cool thing. I like.
I just went to a dog's birthday party at the dog park.
I believe you.
It was Amy's V's dog, Winnie, and Kevin.
Yeah.
We had fun.
What do you do at a dog's birthday?
We sang, we had cake, we played, we chewed on some tennis balls. We peed in all the corners of the dog. It was fun.
That does sound fun. What's your dog's name again?
Nipsey.
Yeah, I just saw her. It's a boy or girl?
Female.
It's a German Shepherd?
Yep.
Yeah, I saw it in the background. I said to Mike when you left, I go, hey, it's that dog from Hogan's Heroes.
Yeah, here's the birthday party. Hold on.
Oh, Nipsey scratched my shoulder when I was swimming in your pool.
There's Nipsey and Winnie.
Aw. That's so sweet.
Sorry about that, Esther.
No, it's okay. She was trying to save me because I don't know how to swim.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think they know they're at a birthday party.
They know.
They don't have the right outfits on.
They know everything.
This is Rainey. She's a 23-month-old dwarf cow. It's the smallest cow in the world. But that's not true, because an even smaller cow is the Juskow. How are you, everybody? Woo! I'm here all week. Nothing? Well, I'm trying.
Ooh.
That's my friend Esther Ku. She's very pretty. Esther Ku in her AI character. Esther, you were making these all day on Twitter. What is just an app?
It's an app called Voila, and it uses artificial intelligence to turn you into a 3D cartoon character. You actually look this way in real life, whereas the one you made for me, this is the greatest I'll ever look, as well as Jeff looks amazing. Jeff looks like one of the characters from like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or one of those puppets.
I'm like a little kid with a beard. It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
But a ventriloquist dummy.
So now we know that AI just takes out all Judaism.
Yeah.
I just want to live AI, but it is funny. Esther is pretty no matter what. It's really been funny.
Dave
and of course, this is Bumping Mike's coming back, but Jeff has recently upgraded. David Tell is no longer in the act, as he has upgraded to Dave Chappelle, as proven by this photo.
Yes.
How do you explain this other than the act now being upgraded?
Wow.
That's Jordan Rock.
When Dave asks you to do something, you just do it. And this was at midnight during the week, impromptu on like a couple hours notice. We just went up and had some fun. No tickets sold, just a private thing we did for friends.
So what you're saying is Dave Chappelle said, I don't want you doing bumping mics anymore with Attell. Use me. So that was smart.
What he said was that is funny.
Thank you.
There's no one quite. I love working with Attell, and Chappelle and I are buddies for so long.
I'm making fun, of course, but you got to love this picture. If that doesn't give you street cred, then nothing will. Is this Dane Cook?
Yeah.
That's great. But I love this picture, and I would kill to be in a picture like this so I can live another 5 years without any trouble. And but I thought Jeff did a brilliant thing, and before he took this photo, he took this one so he can ensure that other photo could be taken. Was this in South Africa?
Yes.
So smart.
I mean, it wasn't planned like that.
I know.
Mandela's 103rd birthday this week, and the best crowds I've ever performed for are in South Africa.
Wow, I don't think I'll ever probably go there in my life. Was it awesome?
Incredible, and you would really, really love it there. The comics there are great. The crowds are great. The people it's just a beautiful place.
Wow. It sounds amazing, and it looks really nice. I mean, this just looks nice and friendly.
Yeah, that's because of that.
Hanging around and appreciating.
So one picture has Mandela and one picture has Dane Cook.
Right. Okay, two heroes. Who are the other people in this picture?
Jay Farrow, David Arnold, Dane Cook, Tiffany Haddish, Donnell Rawlings.
Oh, right.
That looks like Dion Cole, Dave Chappelle, Chris Spencer. I forget her name. She's a comedian. Gina Yashere.
Oh, I know Gina Yashere.
Earthquake, Roy Watkins, Vanessa Mitchell.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who that was back there.
Right. You know what? Didn't recognize. This is Tiffany Haddish, right?
Yeah.
I didn't recognize her with that new hairdo. It keeps throwing me off.
Yeah. She's always mixing it up.
Yeah. It's cool. Now, here we have Esther Ku playing drums at your house. Is that correct?
Yes.
Who knew Esther Ku was so musically inclined? But it gets better. This is you?
Yeah. I was obviously beaten as a child.
It's just so I didn't realize you play great. Yeah, that's our music for tonight. We don't have Colin, so.
What's that video there?
I was doing a social media photo shoot.
I love the recital dress.
Oh, yes.
It's amazing. I saw it was you and two other girls in these kind of dresses. You look amazing. I mean, that is the way to play the piano. You know how many more people would get into a concert piano if people dress like that all the time?
Yeah, right. It was for Anna Zuckerman Jewelry.
Oh, that's. I actually thought this was Jeff's house, but then I was like, I don't think he has a piano, but I'm not positive.
I wish I had a piano.
I thought you went to Jeff's house and bought changes of clothing for like just a musical evening of where you were just gonna do that and this and just have the best day. Because you actually look good when you're playing this too. You just, let's just face it, when a hot girl plays a musical instrument, it's sexy. That's why we like John Mayer.
That's why you like anybody who plays your skin flute.
Yeah, you got the, yeah.
Sorry.
Here are Esther's dates for the next 2 weeks. You're welcome. I changed this. It said Tuesday, August 5th. The reason
my God.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm going to Boca to see all your Jewish people, your relatives in Boca Raton. So come on out.
Right. And then Orlando, which I have a gig that day, August 5th. So otherwise I would come out if I knew you were in Orlando. I have friends there. I love going to Orlando. You know that. But you're going to go all the way up to Orlando. You're going to drive up there and then just for like one night?
Yeah, I might,
go to Disney World.
They have a Giordano's Pizza there.
I don't know that place, but I think we'd like to find out.
It's a deep dish pizza place from Chicago.
Oh, yeah, you like that stuff. I don't care for that deep dish stuff. Right, Jeff? We don't care for that kind of pizza around here.
I love deep dish Chicago pizza.
You're nuts. And finally, this was at the Home Run Derby. And as you can see, I don't think I'll ever go there. All boys. There's not a woman in that crowd.
Except the one being thrown into the crowd.
Right. I mean, this just is
Big
not a
shot.
place. I don't know what the fuck is the matter with these people. Usually, you're like, honey, do you want to go to the home run derby? Nothing.
What the hell is that home run derby?
That
The
looks,
home run.
there's a female in the bottom left corner with her mouth open.
This one.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I saw her too. It's funny how we can pick them out. I think there was one over here,
Yep.
but that's all I saw.
Maybe, and those are even maybes.
Yeah. But it's the home run derby is before the All-Star game, Esther, where and Pete Alonso won again from the Mets, and the way he did it, I don't know whether you saw it, it was actually kind of amazing. He had to win by one run to get 21, and he hit 6 in a row or 10 in a row. It was amazing. He's from the Mets and he's really cool. But the home run derby used to be this really great thing for players that weren't making a lot of money to make more. Do I have to be quiet?
No, I'm my friend FaceTime me, and I want to tell her that I'm on a Zoom show with her.
That's all right. Is it somebody exciting?
Have you ever heard of Megan the Stallion?
I have. Is she really FaceTiming you?
I'll call you right back. Yes, getting FaceTime.
Oh.
I'll call you right back. I'm almost
She
done.
looks different. She looks different than that Sports Illustrated issue. Well, that is actually our show for today. Usually Colin sings at this point, but he is not here.
Woo! I mean,
We did it. No, just you guys, thanks for coming. Thanks for doing. Oh, look, there's the drum set that Esther was playing on. It really did happen in your house.
Yes, he also has a hard floor ceiling.
Isn't that fascinating? It's a great house, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to play for us?
over. The show is over.
That's a cool tambourine. But you got all the good stuff over there. That's why Jeff's house is a fun hang. That is for sure.
Well, let me get mine too.
Oh, well, we are going to have a little musical entertainment before we leave. That's fantastic. Oh, all right. What do you got?
Where the south side of Chicago is the baddest part of town. And if you go down there, then you must beware of a man named Leroy Brown. Okay, I think my guitar's out of tune. I don't want to torture you.
No, it sounded great.
That was fun.
We usually have the show is usually like this. So it was actually perfect.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay.
No, that was great. Thank you very much.
All right, that's it.
All right. Well, Jeff, your date, the first, what other dates you got? I know you got August 6th, I believe, is the first one for Bumping Mics. Very exciting. I know you're coming to Jersey and Tarrytown. That's around here, so I'll get to see the show. What
That'll
else
be
you got
fun.
coming up?
With Keegan with Bumping Mics. I'm doing a show in Palm Springs for Immersia, it's called a pot roast. I think it's in August. We're going to roast some stoners at a dispensary.
Oh, that sounds
Kind of
awesome.
fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, everything's good, man. Just doing some gigs. I'll be in the Dania Improv or whatever in Florida the first weekend of September.
Dania Beach.
That's it. Is it a good club? Have you been there?
It's not open yet. It's going to be brand new.
Oh, how cool.
What are you?
Yeah.
Maybe you might be christening it.
Well, that'll be fun.
The Rosh Hashanah comes very early this year. It's the day after Labor Day. I hope you're not there then.
Roast Hashanah.
But it's a Tuesday. But you also have your roast battle this evening at the Comedy Store. If you,
You can
are
stream that on Mint.
Oh, cool. That's tonight. So you can
Yeah.
totally see that. That's fantastic. The Comedy Cellar uses Mint all the time, so we like them. That's great that you can stream that. That's so much fun. Those roast battles are so much fun. And of
Most
course,
fun.
they go to that next level. They go to 11 when Jeff is there, the creator of the roast battle.
Thank
Do
you.
not
buddy.
accept substitutions.
Thank you.
And Esther is playing, tell us again,
I'm at the Dubliner Irish Pub tomorrow night
tomorrow.
in Boca Raton. And the Villain Theater Friday
Right.
in Miami.
Oh yeah, and I'm at Supernova Friday night here in LA.
Where's that?
That's in Hollywood and on Whitley. It's like a secret location thing, but if you look up Supernova on Instagram, you can find it.
Cool. Well, I'm glad everybody is performing live. It's very exciting that things are back, at least for the time being. I guess we'll see what happens when the athletes come back from the Olympics and make everybody sick again. But until then, folks, come down to the Comedy Cellar. If you're in New York City, if you're in Vegas, the Comedy Cellar is one of the best clubs in the country, maybe the best, or at least for sure in New York City. And it's a good time. There's 4 places, and we have shows every night, like 4 shows a night in 4 rooms. And it's the best seeing live comedy, and it's back. Just make sure you're vaccinated. Next week, we will have Marina Franklin as, I guess, our final guest. And Mike, our producer, will come on, and Colin will sing a song, and we'll wrap things up for the rest of the summer. And that'll be how we'll handle things here at the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show. So for me and Jeff Ross and Esther and our producer, Mike, we say thank you very much. Have a lovely night, and we'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.
Bye.